Hello, today is Friday, the 10th of February. 4 more days left for Valentine's Day. I'm not doing anything spectacular. Me and my, would say, love interest, we live in two different part of the country, and we're not going to be traveling. So whatever we're going to do, chat over the phone or face to face or doing FaceTime. But I didn't do a lot of filming today. I was actually, or yesterday, I was actually getting things lined up for our newspaper that just launched, our first very newspaper. Well, I'm not going to sure if it's going to be something ongoing, but my goal is to get it every week out of what we talked about already, which is news, which is called IPH Buzz News. But what touched me moments ago is I was looking at CNN, and it was Van Jones. He is one of the political commentators or analysts that comes on. He's a part of their cast, and he does the messy truth, where he's going around to different countries, part of the countries in the United States, and talking about, the ones who voted for Trump, vice versa, just to get their outlook and why, and what happened with. It was such more for Hillary to win, and she didn't win. They could have been a city state that voted for her before, or voted for Democrat for years and decided to go Republican. So just getting down to the nitty gritty, call messy truth. But one of the things that he said, that they're doing a segment on CNN is, when did you, I think it's when you found out you were black, or when did you knew that you were black? And mine was, his was very touching. Mine was, I was headed into a restroom in Walmart, and there was a little child, not 2 years old. The mom, they were at the actual area getting ready to wash their hands at the sink. And as I walk in, the little child turned and looked at me and say, "Mommy, that's what Daddy calls," and you could tell that little child was about to say black. That was about my most racist moments that I could think of. But his was, he said he went on a field trip. I can't recall how old he was. And on the field trip, they all had sodas, and I want to say it was a canned soda. So it was, they were leaving out one area, going into another outside, and they all put their sodas by their chair. And when he came back in, I'm not sure if he got disposition or not positioned back in the same seat, but a little girl, she happens to be white, that was sitting next and grabbed his can. And he said that a white adult said, "Oh, don't drink that." And so I'm not sure if she already had drank it, or he just told her not to drink it, so she didn't drink it. But what happened was, I was thinking the storyline was going to go because he was white and he saw Van as being black and said, "Don't drink behind the black." But what happened was that they spit in his can of soda. They actually literally spit in this can of soda. But she didn't know that. He didn't know that until she found out, I guess, before she got on the bus or was going back to school on the bus. And he just noticed that she was crying. He asked her, "Why are you crying?" And I was thinking again, she was probably going to say, "Well, because they told me that I shouldn't drink behind you because you're black." But literally, she was hurt and crying because they spit in his can while he was outside. And he said he thought it was his friends, that they were his friends, but really the ones that were there, they really weren't. And he said it stuck with him. So it's really, 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 whoever would have known that he would have grew up to be on national TV where people could actually see him for who he is and be able to share stories, and not so much a part of the messy truth, but on CNN he represents himself well. He speaks very well. represent, the Democrats in a lot of ways very, very well. So that was just touching. But for someone to do that, I just feel like God did not create us to think of who is better than the other because of your skin color. And I just really just feel really sad for those, even though we've came a long way where a lot of people don't see color in a lot of ways, but there's so many people who does. Just like, the group that just want only whites to be in the United States. They don't want any blacks. And it's really, really scary to a certain degree that in this day and time that can be an effect. But a lot of it didn't rise up, but which was already there, but they didn't really rise up until, I feel, Trump got in the seat when he started sharing his personal ways of coming and being on the defense and trying to win the seat, being himself or just being just too far out there, where it's called respect, and people just stop respecting themselves in so many ways. So it brought tears to my eyes, and he said it stuck with him, and he didn't really share it with anybody but his dad that day he got home, I believe, and after that he didn't share anymore up until when they asked him the question, when did you realize you were black? We see our skin color, we know who we are, what we are, but it's more like you don't see out of those eyes of you being particular color. You see yourself as just being loving and kind towards all. It's awful. It just took me. I mean, really, this took me. So we got 2 more magazines coming out, and working on those and some other things I need to do before next week. But I will be back at a later time, and thanks for following me and supporting me. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Really do. Really do.
Ooh, yeah. Wake up and smile. It's been a while. It feels like a holiday. Since you stop seeking home. This child waits, strong in the pain. Know you are the refuge, but I can't wait to get to the side. Can't let a day go. Can't let a day go by. And I thank you for the joy that you bring in my life. And silence on my face. It's a love so true, I can never get enough of. This girl can't be wrong. I'm gonna get my precious on and me away. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful day. When trouble seems to rain on my dreams, it's not a big deal. Let it wash over because of my windshield. Show me it is all free. And there's still the refuge that I just got to get to. So I can't let a day go. Can't let a day go by. So put the drop top, it up, I'm ready to fly. Ooh, there's something like the way sunlight on my face. It's a love so true, I can never get enough of you. This girl can't go wrong. I'm gonna get my precious arms and be away. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful. I got no need to worry. I got no need for doubt. Tomorrow's coming at me. You ought to be the beautiful something. Ain't no limitations to your amazing grace. Your amazing grace. beautiful day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful day. Go on, Zoe.
He's in the church, he's in the church, he's in the church. Baby, get your plans. Don't leave me now, don't leave me now, don't leave me now, don't leave me. Come on. We're going outside. We're going outside. Hey! Let me see it vibrate. And when this song, you ain't gonna need to burn. Cause I'm a pro.
It's already gone. It's already gone. It's already gone.